Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Happy Thanksgiving! And I'm sharing the cutest Thanksgiving layout that I think I've ever created. I haven't created very many Thanksgiving layouts because Thanksgiving I keep forgetting to take photos on. But anyways, I'm going to use some 49 and Markets collection. I showed some sequins from Spiegelmom Scraps, Light It Up, and Love You Latte. I have this cute little turkey die that I got for free from scrapbook.com with an order, I believe, last year, along with a paper pad. I'm not going to use any of the papers. I'm going to use, like I said, 49 and Market instead. I have a few different thickers that I plan on using for my title. Actually, don't end up bringing any of those in. I'm going to use Academia, which is not a fall, well, it is a fall collection, but it's not a Thanksgiving collection. It's actually a school collection, but it matches his photos perfectly. And these are, again, of my oldest son on his very first Thanksgiving. I've scrapbooked quite a few of his photos actually from this night, but I have quite a few of him. So I'm going to continue on and scrapbook two of the three that I showed. One of them is actually already scrapbooked, so I decide not to include it on this layout since I do already have it documented, and I only do two photos on this layout. And I pulled in quite a few papers. I don't end up using all of them. Mainly I use the 49 and Market, and then I'm going to use some black cardstock. So here's little turkey. I already have him cut out. I'm going to get ready to piece him together and kind of show you how it looks different than the actual die shows. The die shows that, there's no border around it. But when you actually use the die to cut it, you end up with a border. So I end up going with the black cardstock as the border instead of this brown, because on the brown it just doesn't pop as much, and part of it's because the turkey body and his wings are going to be that lighter brown color, and that is a 49 and Market paper from one of their solid collections. I think French Toast is what that one's called. It's like a brown tan color, and I just pulled one of the sheets out of there to use to cut the turkey. So here I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. And I used the green and then the leaf paper for the turkey. And I really love the way that he turns out. And my son's just wearing white and black pants. And then he's standing on a little chair that was at my sister's house, and her couch is behind him. So there's not a whole lot of color going on in the photos. But I really like the colors in this collection for like a Thanksgiving theme. So that's what I went with. And I cut his little feet out in orange, and these are very hard to hold on to. I did double cut the feet and his face pieces. So like his eyeballs and his beak, I double cut those and then glued them together. And that was just to add a little bit more dimension to them so they would pop a little bit more off of the die cut. So here's the little wings I'm going to bring in. And like I said, his little bodies, the little brown piece of scrap wood paper that I showed that was 6x8. That is not 49 and Market. I believe, I don't know who that one's by. I think it was just in my scrap bin. Here I am trying to add his little tiny beak and his eyeballs. Like I said, they were so small. I don't know how people usually put these together because I have really big fingers and I had a really hard time holding on to some littler pieces. But he does turn out really cute, even though he looks a little bit different than what they show. Um, but I really like with the little black border around him. I think he pops off the background really well. And I'm almost done with him. I'm trying to figure out how to put his little eyeballs in there. I decide just to wing it and just draw in some eyeballs. There is on the dies, you can die cut little black eyeballs, but they were so tiny, I don't even know where they ended up. Um, and this little Gobble Gobble is from Not Just for Boys. This was from a couple of years ago. I still had it in my stash, so I want to get it on the layout. I believe it's wood veneer, not acrylic. I'm also doing acrylic stash busting with my friends Nicole Santos, Natalie Dill, and Jessica Michaels. I'm not sure who will have a layout up, but I will put their links down below if they have a layout, and you guys can go check that out. The little acrylic pieces are from Peartree Cutfiles, and those are going to be the leaves that I was showing. I will trade one of those leaves out for a black leaf instead. It's like a darker gray color, I guess, but it matches better with the layout since I end up doing the border around with the black cardstock, as I'm showing here. And then I also used the black on the turkey. So the darker leaf just looked better in the end. Um, so here I'm piecing my paper together. And since, again, I do 8.5 by 11, not 12 by 12, I tore it down the middle. I could have cut it to 8.5 by 11, but I didn't think I was going to use both sides of it. I thought I was going to use one and then flip it over and use the green side, but I decided to use the whole sheet as my background. And it's fine that it's tore down the middle. I don't think anybody, of course you can see it in real life, but it just kind of looks like it's part of the design, honestly. I just didn't ink up the edge of it or anything like that to make it pop, but it's okay. It is what it is. I had already tore it before I decided which way it was going to actually go, which is not usually something I do. Usually I plan a little bit better, but this one I didn't. And you can see I'm adding the photos. The one photo down at the bottom I did in the French toast color. And then the green, in the green one I pieced together around it because I only had a little bit left of it since I used majority of it as the background paper. And then this one over here, I used the other scrap piece of the wood paper and the opposite side of the leaf paper, which is the yellow. And kind of wanted to use the leaves, but it was way too busy if I used the leaf paper, so I didn't. I went ahead and used the yellow. And then I popped it up on play foam, and I'm going to place it down right here at the bottom. This one here, I'm not going to put on play foam. I'm just going to place it at the bottom. And then I'm going to add in lots of laser cut leaves and my little turkey. My little Gobble Gobble is going to go up here at the top. I will leave a little bit of space at the top for journaling. And that's just so I can add where we were and, that this was his first Thanksgiving. Like I said, I do have many other layouts from the same night, but most of them are not Thanksgiving related. Some of them are about, his outfit he was wearing or the people that were there that he got to see, or other random stuff, not really Thanksgiving related. So this one here, I did want to make it more Thanksgiving related since this was his first Thanksgiving. So the turkey, I decided to add on the other turkey piece that I cut out in the toast color behind the black cardstock just to make it a little bit thicker. I didn't pop it up on play foam or anything like that. And then I just put his little feet to touch the frame. So it looks like he's standing on top of the photo at the top. And then these little laser cut leaves, I'm going to add around the title, Gobble Gobble. And I'm just tucking in random colors, kind of rotating the brown, the orange, and the green in different sizes. So I didn't want them all to be the same size, and I also didn't want to add um, any different colors or anything like that. I just wanted to add the same colors, but in different sizes, in different leaves. And that was just to add a little dropping of leaves over here down the side. I added one of the acrylic leaves up here. And then I will add, I don't believe I've added it. No, I haven't added it yet. I will add another little acrylic leaf over by the turkey here in a moment. Yep, this one here, which is a little brown one. And if I had an orange one, I would have added orange right there, but I didn't. And I wasn't sure what other color. The green kind of looked a little odd since the turkey feathers are green. So I just went with the little brown tan one. And then down here at the bottom, I'm going to add some more leaves. And one of them is a larger branch and then a little green one. And I will add the black leaf down here at the bottom. This is where I decide to go look for another leaf. And I decide that the black one is better than that other green one. And again, those are from Peartree Cutfiles. And then, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, I was getting a glue dot to put that acrylic one down on the photos there. Since it's kind of sitting in between the two photos, I wasn't sure if the liquid glue would actually hold it without adding a whole lot of liquid glue. So I decided just to use a little pop dot instead, and that worked out perfectly. And my title, I hadn't attached down yet. I thought I did. So use a little bit of liquid glue and attach that down. And I just love that title. That little Gobble Gobble is just perfect for this layout. And then I'm going to bring in another sticker sheet. This is from Simple Stories. And this one I just happened to have on in my stash. I remembered I used it a couple of days ago. So I still was like, oh, that color matches. Let's see if I can find anything on there. I'm going to pull some little tickets off that one of them says leaves falling, I think the green one. And then the orange one says delicious. And then the brown one says harvest. I decided to leave delicious harvest showing and cover up the green one that says fall leaves. But I wanted the color green down there at the bottom. So I'm going to add it right here at the top of the photos, along with a little tag that has a leaf on it, and it's kind of a cream color. So it kind of blends in with the background, but not really. I'm also going to add black and white baker's twine to it, so it pops a little bit more. And then here's the tickets. I'm just inking up the edges of the tickets so that I can put them underneath here. And like I said, I am going to stack them together so that you can read Delicious Harvest, but not the falling leaves. And then I'll place the leaf back down that I pulled up so that I could add those tickets. And then over here on this side, I don't think I add anything. I think down at the bottom, I'm going to add a little piece that it says Happy Harvest Time. But of course, I don't want it to say harvest and harvest. So I'm going to end up changing it to Happy Fabulous Time. And again, that's from the sticker sheet. Up here, I was deciding if I was going to add First Thanksgiving. I decide not to add that. So you saw me put the letters down and then take them back off. One, it wasn't going to fit just right in between there. And two, it just was a little too much. I think instead I'll add it in the journaling and just add the journaling up there at the top. And the way I'll do that is with a clear label sticker and then fussy cut it out so that it fits in there perfectly and then just lay it down. And I'm going to add a few sequins, like I said, from Spiegelmom Scraps. I end up not using the Love You Latte, which is the brown sequins. I just decided it really didn't need any brown sequins. I only go with the Lighted Up, which is a holographic one in a mix of white sequins. And I'm just going to pop them in all over in between the leaves and just give it a little sparkle and shine. And like I said in yesterday's layout, Spiegelmom Scraps is closing. So she does have all of her sequin mix on 40% off right now. And if you'd like to pick up any sequins, get them while you can, because her shop will be gone here soon. And I'm going to totally miss all the sequin mix that come out every month. But I have lots in my stash, so I will continue to use them on my layouts. There's the final layout. Show it a little bit close up. And then, of course, I'll have some close-ups here in just a minute of it. And I'm actually going to show you the layout that I did probably 20 years ago or so of my son. And it just says timeless moments. And I documented how old he was here because he was, almost exactly 9 months old. This Thanksgiving, I believe, was on the 24th that year, maybe. But either way, it does have a lot of journaling on it, just about what he was doing at 9 months old and how he was. But I love that photo. It's one of my favorite photos of him when he's little. But here's a few close-ups, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy Thanksgiving to anybody in the United States that's celebrating today, and I will see you later. Bye!